Guys, it is another episode. It's your boy Yasuke Fitness. I am back again. Know it's been a little bit of a time gap between episodes, but it's all good. We're working on this stuff. I'm still in the gym. You know what I'm saying, doing my thing. Bodybuilding takes up a lot of time and energy. But anyways, no excuses. We're here today with another episode, and it's Gym Check-in, episode 16. Today's topic is the Warrior's Spirit. So, without further, no, I gotta stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that.
Why?
Anyways,
Why?
because it's not original. It's not original. I need an original presence here on YouTube.
But if
So
somebody invented the wheel, why would you reinvent
no, I
it?
need an original presence here on YouTube. So
Alright,
what
okay,
what we
man.
gonna say? We're about to say, let's get it. All right, let's get it. Anyways,
Oh, that's
so
original. That's
anyway,
original.
I'll come up with something. I'll come up
Yeah.
with something. Something's gonna catch. I'll write down something on a piece of paper. Anyways, today's episode is about the warrior spirit. Before we go into anything else, like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get all my updates. I post a lot of shorts as well on top of the live streams that I do. We got gym check-in Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Post Pacific Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have Father's Talk 11 a.m. Pacific Standard, 2 p.m. Uh, Eastern Standard Time. No, it's a lot of words to say, anyways. But just help me out. I'm growing the YouTube channel. Anyways, I'm here today with my brother, my blood brother, my brethren. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Derek Devine. You guys already know who I am. If you don't, it's Derek Devine on Instagram. Go check out my stuff. I'm into cycling, so I'm into cycling. I'm into fitness, bro. I don't know, bro. I've just been conflicting about cycling or being into the gym,
What do you got against it?
bro. I guess because now that I'm transitioning into this new form of fitness that I'm really into,
Yeah.
I think I'm like, yo, am I throwing away everything that I worked up to, when my physique and everything like that?
What what
And
what
on,
does it mean? What does it mean to you?
bro, I a lot of times I think back on my I think back on when I was like going to the gym like crazy and everything like that. And now it's like, all right, cool. Once I get back to Colombia, I'm gonna be riding my bike, bro. I'm gonna be riding my bike. I'm gonna
It's gotta
upgrade.
it's gotta change.
I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna be. Yes, I'm into road cycling, so I'm gonna be doing that. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it
I
is.
mean, I mean, over time, the modality is going to change, but as long as you still maintaining a fit body, maintaining standards within a fit body, then I mean, to each his own, right? You just got to eventually let go of it. You just got to be like, hey,
Nah, I can't.
you're not squatting 450
Yeah,
anymore. You're not pulling 600 anymore. You're not, what I'm saying, you're just not there. So,
yeah.
cycle. I mean, eventually I'm gonna come to those days as well. Like I legitimately thought about that. I legitimately thought like, okay, after this next show, I want to like dive into just a martial art, bro. I want to do capoeira. I want to legitimately dive into capoeira and start doing capoeira and just maintain a flexible
But but
maintain like a
but
flexible
but the,
body.
but the thing is, you're only into capoeira because of Eddie Hall from Tekken.
You mean Eddie Goro?
I
You
was
don't even
close.
know. You don't even know the guy. Anyway, we already sliding off topic, but anyway, that's
uh,
it's good.
it
Good
got
to
to do
have
with
the
the warrior
dialogue.
spirit. The warrior spirit.
All right. So today's topic is the warrior spirit. So who's the number one guy on the chopping board for today? You guys probably already know. You guys probably already guessed it. It's gonna be the man himself, David Goggins. This guy right here. I'm reading his book. His first book, Can't Hurt Me. One of the most amazing books I've ever read. I'm starting to realize that I do like reading biographies and autobiographies of these people like this. And this guy is literally a god amongst men. He's literally a god amongst men, and uh, his life story is amazing. You guys should go read it. But we're gonna go ahead and react to some videos of David Goggins. We're gonna talk a little bit about having the warrior spirit. We're gonna talk a little bit about our own experience with dealing with the warrior spirit. What does it mean for men in today's world to have that warrior spirit? And all right, without further ado, let's go.
Let's do it.
I gotta stop saying that, man. All right. Can you hear this?
And
Yeah.
questions, how do you let other people's opinions impact you?
I love this motherfucking question. Fuck people. One thing you have to learn early in life. I didn't learn this till later on. I don't give a motherfucker. You can't care what anybody thinks about you. If I care what people thought about me, you think I'd be yelling out here, doing a 105-pound ruck, talking shit? This is who I am. Find out who you are, whoever that may be. I don't give a fuck what you are. Find out who you are and own that motherfucker and tell people to go fuck themselves. Don't ever worry about anybody and what the fuck they think about you. You do that, I guarantee you, your life will be in shambles. You will become the biggest bitch of all time. And when I say bitch, I ain't talking about fucking females. So back in the day, we could say words like that and people wouldn't fucking chip out. So I ain't talking about females, I'm talking about fucking sack the fuck up. Everybody.
I believe your friend Cameron Hayes just joined as well.
Can I hear?
All right. So what do you think about David Goggins, man? What is your honest opinion about him? You know who he is. You've seen him online. What do you think about him?
Honestly, I definitely admire him for his accomplishments and his achievements, especially me being a service member as well. So definitely thank you for your service, David Goggins. I definitely agree and resonate with his messages that he's trying to come out with and everything like that. I mean, he may be a little too old school for me personally. Like,
old school.
Well, old school for me meaning like even though there's different ways on you need to get out your message and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be cool with I would be cool either way with I would be cool either way with somebody that has that same message and just delivers it in a completely different way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying
What are you saying? You saying you don't like the way he delivers his message?
No. I'm not saying.
Or you think it's just past your time?
It's just past my time. It's just past my time with the whole. Yes. Well, you got fucking bitch and all this stuff. Is like, yeah, cool. But I agree with his message. I like his message. I get where he's coming from. I don't disagree with him. I don't disagree with him at all and whatnot. That's the only thing that I would say, because it's kind of hard to me personally. It's kind of hard to find something to not disagree with him on. You know what I mean? And it's like he's a phenomenal man. You know what I mean? He's a phenomenal man. So
I mean, when it comes to David Goggins, number one, obviously, you got to thank him for his service, and me being a serviceman as well. Got to give it up for him. Like, at the end of the day, he is undisputed. He's undisputed, and everybody that thinks that this guy's bullshit. This guy, he isn't what he says he is. Y'all don't understand. Like, this guy is legitimately he lives here in Vegas, and if you're up early enough in a certain area, you will find him running. You will just see him running, and people be driving up to him and shit, and he be getting pissed off. You'd be like, yo, like, the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here type shit. But anyways, his mentality is certainly needed in today's world.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A person like David Goggins had to exist in this world in this lifetime.
True.
And I believe it's because of how soft today's world is, or how
easy,
how easy and comfortable we are in today's world. Somebody like David Goggins can shine. Like, and if you really think about it, David Goggins is like no different than like a samurai or like any warrior that was who he was back in the day. That was the mentality. That was legitimately the mentality that the average warrior, the average,
So
you know,
you believe the
I
average
believe-
warrior had a mentality?
yes, bro. You had to be willing to die. Think about
Yeah.
all those men. Think about all those men
Yeah.
that were suited up,
Mhm.
about to go to war.
Mhm.
All those men that were suited up and about to go to war.
Yeah.
All these men, they train, they go through they were not going, they didn't have lights and AC and all this crap that we have nowadays. They were just training for combat from since they were like 5 or 6 years old,
Yeah.
up until they're 18, 16, and then they're off to battle. And now they got to go fight. They've done seen war. They fought and they've done all these things. I think that was the average warriors, or maybe a general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that spirit, that spirit was more common during the days of, you know,
Oh yeah, of course.
warrior, of like conquerors
it-
and warriors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I believe that it was more common, but what David Goggins is, even during that warrior time, there was just that one warrior. He was that one warrior. Because think about it. With men.
All right, he just disconnected. It's all good, guys. He's probably going to join back in here in a sec. Okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, with men, there's always that one. There's always that one guy.
So you think that even amongst other
warriors, there's that warrior that was like, bro. There was that warrior's like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to kick this tree 1,000 times. All the rest warriors is like, bro, I already kicked the tree enough today. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna go think about my wife. I'm gonna think about my family. I'm gonna think about other things. But there was that one warrior that was like, I'm gonna kick this tree all night. That's David Goggins. And there wasn't a lot of them. I see what you mean. It was more common. Don't get me wrong. It was more common for men to be like that. But at the end of the day, there are some people that's to the point where you question that if he's crazy, and that's where David Goggins.
I think he is crazy. He is crazy.
That's where he's at.
I think he is crazy. I think he is crazy. But I think in this world, in this lifetime, we need characters like this. We need characters like this. We wouldn't like what would you use as a basis to figure things out if it wasn't for these people that live these unbalanced, chaotic, you know, lifestyles that makes you really think about your own life and makes you realize, you know, what your life, you know, it makes you take things, makes you want to take things less for granted, you know?
Oh, of course.
And David Goggins is just one of them. I think Mike Tyson is another one.
Tyson
is another crazy dude that we need. Like we need people like Mike Tyson. You know, and there's plenty of other people that are just like Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman was another crazy guy that people now, you know, we thrive off of, you know, and all of them was black. So I mean,
there's always going to be that one person that's going to take things to the bro. Even in the military, there was that one dude that's like, bro, you sitting out here partying on the weekends, bro? You cutting loose, bro? I'm gonna sit in my room and do 1,000 push-ups. I mean, granted, go what's up. That's what's up. I support it, but I'm not gonna cap on a Saturday, and I had a long week in the military. You ain't gonna see me doing 1,000 push-ups in my room, bro. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna look for some tail, but that mentality is needed. The mentality is needed.
Yeah, it's needed.
His warrior spirit is needed. It's needed. It's needed.
And we are in a dire lack. We're in a dire lack of people like this in order to teach younger men, in order to show younger men and things like that. Like
we're safe.
We're too safe out
here,
bro.
We're safe, bro. We're safe.
Let me pull up a few more David Goggins clips. Oops.
So Ruckin 105 pounds, bro. Bro, in the hot Arizona sun. Well, how is it? Or Vegas? How's the weather there?
Well, it's hot. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot out here really soon.
Look at this man's physique.
A buddy of mine calls me the other day and says he's having trouble running past 8 miles. This is a guy who can run 30 miles any time of the day. So I tell him to come out to my house and we'll get some runs in. So he comes out, he goes, man, I'm telling you, I can't run past 8 miles. But I realized in his life, he's added a new kid, more responsibilities at work, all this stuff. He's not thinking about this. I am. So I take him out for a run. We get 30 minutes into it. How far are we going, Goggins? I ain't tell him. Get an hour into it. I ain't tell him. Hour and a half into it, didn't tell him. So soon he shuts up. We run 3 hours. The guy does fine. Next day we go out there. He's able to run 20 miles again. So this is what happened to him. His circuit breaker blew. Our minds are very similar to circuit breakers. When they blow, you got to figure out what it is. Sometimes you just add it too much to your fucking plate. Go back in your mind and figure it out. Stay hard.
Stay hard, bro.
Stay hard, bro. This man, bro, you see this man's physique?
Do one more. His physique is crazy.
There's a distinct difference between a champion and someone who's just good. Let's use boxing, for instance. It's a 12-round championship bout. At the 11th round, they both go to the corners. Someone that's good sits there and thinks to himself, I fucking have given everything I have. Hopefully, I can get through the 12th round. A champion, he sits in that corner while all of his people are talking to him. He didn't hear shit. All he's thinking about is, I have to find what I haven't given. It's that mentality that truly separates the champions from the motherfuckers who are just good. Stay hard.
I love this guy, man. I love this guy.
If we send somebody to like, all right, cool. This whole talk, I don't know if you've been hearing it on the news or whatnot. This whole talk that aliens might exist or whatnot or anything like that. Yeah. If we have to send one person to interact with them motherfuckers, and just in case if they might need to get clapped up, if they act up, we gotta send David Goggins. He gonna be out there by himself in the spacesuit. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna try to communicate with them, and if they ain't with us, I'm gonna show them what America's about, bro. And I think he would make. I think he would be the perfect bro. This dude is.
He's on another level.
He's a different level, bro.
He's on another level, and he's tapped into an energy source that very few people will ever tap into in their entire life, and it's hard for me to fathom that shit, bro. I'm reading his book, right, and I'm reading about him. He's talking about his buds training, Navy SEALs training, and like he's talking about like being in the ice cold water, and I'm just thinking like, bro, if they put me in ice cold water, bro, if they put my ass in ice cold water, bro.
You don't take some cold showers today?
I took a cold shower. I took a cold shower today, actually. Like I can take a cold shower.
But have you ever took a cold shower consistently? Like keep going.
No,
try doing that.
In days or whatnot, but like I'm talking about like being fully suited up in gear and everything like that, arm in arm with your freaking platoon in the ice cold ocean, bro. In the freaking ocean, waves washing over you, bro. I don't care, bro. There's not many people that can get through that shit, bro.
Hey, bro,
I'm gonna snap,
bro.
I'm gonna snap, bro. I would snap. I think I would snap, bro. Like,
you would. How would you snap? How would you snap? How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself snapping?
When it's cold outside and I gotta walk to my car, dog, I'm not gonna lie, dog. I just be thinking like,
yeah, and that's your issue. That's what David Goggins be talking about.
You do the same thing, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't. Yeah, and you're right. Because like, but every time before,
that's what I'm trying to say. This man is on a completely different level.
He's on another level, and before before I like hop into like cold showers and stuff like that,
You gotta
I
brace
do have to
yourself.
like I have to brace myself. I gotta be like,
Breathing on hard.
but you know what happens? You know what happens? I don't hop in until like I have to completely let go. It's like jumping on. It's like you just gotta let go, bro. You have to let go, and you have to let go, and you have to let it. You have to let the cold. You have to let. You have to be completely submerged in it, bro. When was
Okay.
the last time you took a cold shower?
I take a cold shower every day. You think our parents got freaking hot water?
Yes, they do have hot water. What are you talking about?
Bro, they do not. Bro, it's like, bro, I take a cold shower every day, bro. That water's not hot. These people do not use hot water, bro. Mommy and daddy do not. Our parents don't bathe in hot water. I don't know what it is. I guess daddy's like, but it's not hot. And the thing is, why do you need all this? Let go of the spirit and all this stuff to take a cold shower,
bro. Because you're in. Because the way you are, where you are, where you're standing before you hop in, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking with too much anticipation. You're thinking. I'm serious. This is like it's like equivalent to life.
I got you.
You're thinking too much about the feeling of it. And that's where the fear and everything stimulates through your mind. When you think too much about the fear of jumping in, that is what's holding you back, bro. But once you finally just let go and you just let it happen, you just let it, just let it absorb you. You finally like you hop in and it's like, bro, like that first second, it's like, shah. But then you get to like this Zen moment, and then you finally are able to breathe. You're just like,
well,
you're in it, and you're just like, all right, cool, like, bro, like, and like, you know, the thing is, what got me adjusted to taking cold showers, what like at least like got it really adjusted in my brain was when I was in Colombia, bro, because they didn't have no hot water out there, and I was taking ice cold Arctic showers. Bro, I'm telling you, I've never felt water so cold. I'm like, where are they finding this water? It's blazing hot outside. Where are they finding this water right now? Because it's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and after about, I think I stayed out there for a week.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like it was like 2 weeks long, to be honest. But I took a cold shower every day, sometimes twice a day if we went to the gym, and it got me used to the feeling. So like I know what it's gonna feel like on my skin. So like when it happens, I remember. It's just remembering how cold it was. And it's like, okay, I can handle it. But
me on the other hand, it's more in a sense where it's like, bro, just hop in the shower and just let the iceness burn your skin. Because by my girlfriend's house,
yeah,
in Colombia, upstairs she has no hot water. Okay. And all the women use the bathroom downstairs, and it's just like, oh man, I'm not trying to use the bathroom downstairs. All the women use it and stuff like that. That's their bathroom. And none of the women are taking showers upstairs because the water is just unbearably cold. So me, on the other hand, I was just like, let me test myself. Let me take some showers there for the past couple of days, bro. And that, granted, even though that water was cold, I just hop in. Just hop in. Suffer through it. It's always
so. How do you react to it though,
bro? Bro, there was no letting go. I did not let go of anything. I was like, bro, this water is cold as hell.
So you don't ever get to a point where like you can just breathe normally?
Bro, I do get to a point where
I eventually get to the point where I can breathe normally. Like it's like I'm just like, okay.
Bro, this water was freezing. It was probably like the same freezing as you had in Colombia. It was just like it was cold, and it's just like, bro, as human beings, we're more comfortable warm. We're more comfortable warm. So it's like, bro, it's going to be uncomfortable. There's no it will ever be comfortable to me. It's like, bro, taking a cold shower is always gonna be uncomfortable. It's never gonna be comfortable to me. But it's like, I'm doing it to build my spirit. I'm doing it to. I think every time I take a cold shower, I think about like when monks meditate on waterfalls and they're just letting the water just run down their back and they're sitting there
That's
meditating.
exactly
when
that's exactly the way you gotta think.
Piccolo's sitting in the waterfall and he's just sitting there floating, meditating and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like cold showers, man. Like it really just I think that's one thing that we can do as men, and I mean as people in general, but specifically talking to men, as men, we can continually do to maintain that alignment with what it means to struggle, what it means to get out of your comfort zone. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the simplest things that you can possibly do. And you really look at it and it's like, bro, like the water's not going to hurt you. You're not going to die. You're not going to freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like it's literally a physical representation of all the things that happen to us at life where we're afraid to give it our all. We're afraid to jump, take the jump. We're afraid to really go put ourselves out there. And it's like, it's not going to kill you. You're going to survive. You're not going to hurt. It's not like nothing is going to happen to you. If anything, it's going to have a positive effect on you in the long run. And you are afraid to do it. You're literally standing in front of cold water and you're afraid to hop in. And that's just one way to get that, to beat that out of you, man.
I honestly think in my personal opinion, I think it's more there to teach you to build resilience. To build resilience. It's just being in the suck. And people nowadays aren't used to just being in the suck. Just being in the suck, just to the point where it's like, bro, I am so uncomfortable that it's somewhat normal. I am so uncomfortable that it's like now for me to grow, I have to constantly put myself under these uncomfortable situations. Come on, going to the gym and freaking repping it, that shit's uncomfortable. Your muscles might, bro, like your shit be burning. Burning, like my chest be burning. That's not a comfortable feeling. But I if I want the results behind that comfortable feeling, bro, I'm gonna just have to embrace it. That's why people that exercise their body just for thing, they're already a bit crazy. David Goggins, on the other hand, he's the grand priest of that shit, bro. Yeah. He's the grand priest of that shit, bro. He's like, bro, imagine him just waking up and just be like, bro, get up, bro. We're gonna go for this 200-mile ruck march, bro. So we're going and you're like, where we going? Where we going? He grabs a water bottle out of your hand and he throws it up in the air in whatever direction the top points, and we're walking that way. He's like, where we going? He's like, give me your water bottle. Throws it up in the air. The shit lands like that. All right, cool. We're going that way. We're going that way 200 miles. We're gonna go that way 200 miles. Hot sun. You never seen this dude's feet?
His feet are all messed up, bro.
Bro, you gotta be some sort of crazy. Me, I'd have been like, yo, my feet hurt. I'm done.
His feet are broken, bro.
I'm not gonna cap. I'd have been like, yo, my feet hurt. I'm done. He's doing this for leisure. I'd have been like, I ain't fighting no war. So he's doing it for leisure.
Bro, you know what I think happened? Because obviously, we all know David Goggins' backstory, where he was fat, he was overweight, he was almost 300 pounds. And that did something to him. I think that while he was training or while he was obviously something happened to him back then. Something happened to him back then that literally made him like, bro, I'm never gonna be this fat piece of shit. I'm never gonna be this bitch ass motherfucker again. And he committed to it, and he realized that every single time he was in this situation where he's rucking, where he's doing these kind of crazy things, he's like, bro, I either have a choice. I have a choice to keep on going, or I have to go back. I have to go back to that sad piece of shit that I used to be. And he chose to go further every single time. So David Goggins is. And it's crazy to me, I think more people should actually know about who he is, man. Because the fact that I'm alive, the fact that we're even alive while this man is alive is a damn.
It's amazing.
It's amazing to me. It's I can't believe he's actually alive. I can bro, I could potentially go see Goggins. I can go I think Damn, I know he does stuff in the area or stuff like that. I could probably go to a race and go see Goggins, man. And we got Karn in the building. What's up, Karn? Welcome to the stream. Is saying Goggins is a complete monster of a man. He's an absolute monster, man.
Bro,
Goggins
he's
is
just a different man, bro. It's like
But what can we do to be more like Goggins? That's what I need to know. What can men do to be more like Goggins?
The first thing you got to realize, you would never be like Goggins.
Right?
I always say that stuff. You would never be like Goggins. You'll never be like Goggins. Second thing is really, all right, see what makes Goggins Goggins. See what makes Goggins Goggins.
Bro, I don't even know where in his mind, where he goes to in his mind. I'm like, bro, you put me in the ice cold water, bro. I'm done.
Bro, but the thing is, it's not about you being in ice cold water. It's how I understand it, the things that he does, like his Navy SEAL training and everything like that, bro. Even though it can be done physically, I think of it more in a metaphor. He put himself in a very uncomfortable place in life, to the point where he escalated. Whether it be you just being like, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to go to the gym. It's uncomfortable as hell. To some people,
I guess, like
to some people, waking up early is that ice cold water.
Yeah.
Some people waking up early, people is like, bro, you wake up at 5? I told somebody I woke up at 5:30 this morning. They were like, what? They look at me like they were wondering, like they were looking. At first, they looked at me crazy. They're like, yo, you retarded. Oh, I my fault. Can I say that on YouTube?
Nah, bro, you can say whatever you want, bro.
Okay. So they looked at me like, yo, you retarded. And next thing, they're like, why would you wake up at 5:30? I was like, yo, I wake up at 5:30 to go to the gym. Why would you want to wake up that early to go to the gym? You know what I mean? Why would you think? Don't get me wrong. Waking up 5:30 is uncomfortable as fuck. It's dark outside and stuff. I'm fiddling around in my room. My alarm wakes me up, so that gets annoying. But I know work got to get done. And to some people, that's that freezing cold water. David Goggins, bro. Come on, bro.
It's hell.
I'm telling you, when we go freaking make connections with some alien civilization, bro, he needs to be part of that. He needs to be part of the team.
Like, who's your strongest? Who's the strongest amongst you? It's like David Goggins better be on the number one head of
bro. He got to be like the dude off the Avatar that was trying to essentially become one of the avatars, the military dude. That was like, all right, cool. You give me a job. Our job is to go over there and extinct these dudes and try to get them to integrate in our civilization. It's going to be Goggins, because that man didn't give up. That man didn't give up. He was like, bro, I'm trying to conquer these avatars, bro. And he was a military.
You think David Goggins can? You think David Goggins would cut his own arm off?
Bro, survive? I think he would eat himself to survive. I think he would eat himself to survive.
He's like, I ate pieces of my own flesh.
He would eat himself. He would be like, bro, he'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna have to let me just start gnawing on myself or something like that, because it's just he's doing it, and that's after he's exercised all his options. That's like, all right, cool. There's no freaking lizards or no grubs or any type of thing for him to eat. At that point, he would just have to be smack dead in the middle of the desert, and even then, he's probably eating like desert spiders and grub and stuff. Yeah. I don't even know if it would get to the point where he eat himself, but I think he'd eat himself.
The hardest man in the world, man. Like that. It can't, like, there's no way this cannot inspire you, man. He's literally the warrior that everybody, like, you always thought about when you were a kid, and he's in the living flesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I and to speak on back on the warrior spirit, one thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'll see if I could try to pull up the clip. It was this Japanese guy.
Yeah, samurai?
Nah, bro. He wasn't a samurai, but he was a legit I mean, he was a Japanese guy, and he was talking about something really important. Let me see if I can.
What is he now?
I don't know who he is, but he was on just a reel that I saw, and let me see.
But David Goggins, bro, he's a I don't know, bro. He motivates me, but he's not he motivates me. He motivates.
There's no way he can't. There's no way he can.
Honestly,
There's no way.
I'm at that point.
If you don't like David Goggins and you think that he's too much, bro, you're a bitch. Straight up. I'm sorry, bro. Like whatever, like, cause like whatever you're trying to do, I'm not necessarily calling you a bitch, but I'm saying whatever you're trying. No, bro.
You already said it. I ain't gonna say you're a bitch, but I'm not.
I'm not directly calling it to you.
Stand 10 toes down with what you said.
I'm not directly. I'm not directly calling it to you. What I'm saying is, if anybody out there.
So
literally, if anybody out there literally has something to, like, if somebody has something to say about David Goggins, like, man, I don't listen to Goggins, man. I don't listen to, like, bro, come on, bro. Like, you serious?
You a bitch.
Are you like that? Like that's exactly what he's trying to. That's exactly what he's saying.
No, like, I got what you're saying, but you need to stand 10 toes down. Just be like, yeah, I think you're bitch, man. If you don't agree with that, if you don't agree with what this man is doing or his purpose or what he's trying to do for men or how he operates, you're bitch, man. Hey, it is what it is.
I can't find it, anyways, but.
It is what it is.
It was this Japanese guy. He was talking about that men don't have the chance to die a warrior's death nowadays. We don't, and it's like back in the day, especially. And he's Japanese, so I guess he's talking from a standpoint of his ancestors and the people that came before him and stuff like that. It was honorable. Like, you almost had to die in battle as a man. You couldn't die any other way out. In any other way, you couldn't. Even Vikings back then. It's like, bro, you could not die if it was not by the sword. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And across multiple cultures, it was unhonorable for you to just die.
But
you had to die in some honorable way. You had to die defending something. You had to die. Going after some kind of like goal or some kind of crazy obstacle or something. And you know what I'm saying? That was the only way a man could die and preserve his honor. And he was saying that in today's world, men were dying from diabetes and heart attacks and shit.
Hey man, he's completely right. I completely understand. But you know what men didn't die?
What?
The leaders that were sending them in to die.
What do you mean?
The men that were the leaders of the countries.
I mean, maybe not the king, but like
the king. A
lot of those generals and a lot of those people that led men also fought. They also fought.
Yeah, man. They also fought. They also fought too as well. But hey, it's all of it. It's just not being soft and just handling however you gotta handle it. You know what I mean? Just going through the grind, getting it sucked and whatnot. And for David Goggins, yeah, I mean he's great. He's great.
Do you have an experience or a point in time in your life where you've embodied the warrior spirit? You have a story or anything like that? That you believe that you truly embodied the warrior spirit?
I don't. Yeah. I think it's all through my training. How resilient.
Like what? Like give me a specific event that happened to you that you can recall.
When I deadlifted 600 pounds.
You did 600 pounds.
When I deadlifted 600 pounds, I was just like, bro, all my deadlifts sessions, just picking up heavy weight. If I could move 600 pounds, bro, I'm a warrior, and I knew I was gonna move it, and I moved it. I picked it up, I moved it, and it was amazing. And I still implement the warrior spirit till today, bro. When I'm in Colombia and I'm road riding, and I gotta climb Alto de la Palmas, bro, that climb is so brutal. Like your legs are just burning and you're just so exhausted. But it's just like, yo, I gotta keep going. I keep going. I was like, yo, I keep pedaling. The ride is so brutal. Some people park at the sightseeing point and start pedaling from the sightseeing point, which is already like a quarter of the way in to the whole thing. Some people park halfway to just do it halfway. But me, I'm climbing the whole thing from start to finish. I ain't coming back down. So I always got to implement the warrior spirit.
And it, like when you talk about a lot of your cycling, when we talk about it, a lot of times, the way I picture it in your mind is like, and I think you go to the same mental place that I've been to several times as well, where you're looking at this big giant thing ahead of you. You know, you got to do this hill climb, this mountain climb, and in your mind, you're thinking about things like, you know, you're looking at the people that are parking, you're looking at the people that can't do it or don't want to do it, and you're looking at yourself and you're thinking like what would I be if I were to chicken out like those people? Like when you ride past the people that parked to like go there, there's a certain kind of, I think there's a certain kind of like something goes through your mind.
It motivates me. It motivates me when I see the people park. It fucks my mind up. When I'm climbing the mountain, and there's one spot where you climb the mountain. So if you pass somebody on a bike, right? If you pass somebody on a bike, you know who you pass. Like, all right, cool. I passed him on a bike. So if he does end up passing me, if I stop or anything like that, you know who you pass. What fucks me up is when when I'm coming across people that park halfway and they're jetting up half the mountain like it's nothing, and they're looking at me like I'm weak, and I'm like, bro, I'm coming, I'm doing the whole mountain. They're looking at me like I'm the halfway guy.
Yeah.
They're looking at me like I'm the halfway guy, but it's just
in that moment, you just gotta kind of have it in yourself to know that, like, I know you know what kind of work you're putting in.
It takes a lot of self-integrity. It takes a lot of self-integrity to do stuff like that. And also it's like, bro, in my head I be thinking, bro, I'm gonna be real. I be telling myself in my head, don't be no bitch.
Yeah.
That I be telling myself in my head, don't be no bitch. So it's like don't be no bitch, bro. Just do it. You know you gotta do it one time a week. You know it gotta get done. You know you gotta hop on this thing. You want to become better at it. Just do it. And I became really, really good at it. Really, really good at it and whatnot. What about you? When's the time when you had to just do it? The warrior spirit.
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna go back to the time when I was in college, bro. When I was in college and I was doing calculus, bro.
Yeah, man.
This wasn't even physical. This was mental, bro. I've gone to that place many times physically, but to go to that place like mentally and like learn like some new shit and freaking,
bro,
like,
that shit is hard as hell.
Bro, what I'm telling you, I've been places like I've never done something physical that has left me in a breakdown, with a mental breakdown. Bro, I had 2 mental breakdowns going through calculus, bro. Calculus 1. I had 2, I'm telling you, 2 mental breakdowns. And you know what the thing is? There's one smart dude, his name was Logan in the tutoring center, redheaded guy, funny dude. And I remember he had blurted out something one day. He's like, you know, Neil, he just did like a crazy math problem for somebody on the board. And he's like, you know, Neil, none of this stuff makes sense until after your second mental breakdown. And I was like looking at it and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about, bro? I was like, bro, what are you talking about, mental breakdown? Like, bro, like I'm just trying to learn this shit, whatever. Put my head back down. And then as I'm going through, like legit, because it's like I took this test, I took a quiz, right? Failed it miserably, got zeros on everything. The TA for the class wrote a question mark on my paper. Like he was like, bro, you don't even know what you don't know your left from your rights. You don't know what you're doing. And
Shit
it
cut
was
you deep.
bro, that shit cut deep, bro.
He called you retarded. He was like,
Bro,
this
this
might
shit
be
cut
for
deep.
you.
He told me like, bro, this shit might not be for you, dog. And bro, I'm telling you, I was like so devastated by when that happened, bro. I was like, I couldn't like even like hold back my emotion. Like when I was leaving the room, I like bust open the door. I was like, and I left. I walked back to my car, and like the school day is done, and like UCF campus is big as hell. So it's like I'm walking through this open ass campus, nobody's around, and I'm just like freaking thinking about my life. I get back to my car, bro, and I start like legit like fucking like I feel like my whole life is shattering, bro. And I start like really contemplating, like, yo, what the freak is my life? I can't do this shit. And I had like my own like mental breakdown in my car where I was just like, bro, like, can I really do this? Is this possible? Like what can I do? Like how the hell can this kid next to me score 100%? How do you score 100%? Like, how do you know all this? I went to work, bro. I got into that warrior mentality, that warrior state of mind. You saw it, you know what I'm saying? I went into a different place, bro. It was a flow state. So I just kept going. I kept practicing. I kept redoing it, practicing, redoing it, practicing. I literally went into I'm telling you, to this day, whoever that person was that went through that class, bro, I've yet to being able to tap into that power again, bro. Because I tapped into like a different zone of my being,
and
bro.
that right there is warrior spirit too.
That's the warrior spirit, bro. Like I tapped into something else.
I believe the warrior spirit is a flight or fight response.
Yeah, it is.
It's a flight or fight response. It's a flight or fight response. It's just like, bro, it's either you gonna do it or it's either you don't. There ain't no. Nowadays we live in a time where there's the gray area. There's the
But
area.
I tried.
Like I tried. It's like yeah, man. I wanna max out at 225 bench. And it's like, yeah, you do. Yeah, I want to max out. I've been pushing 185. I've been going up to I've been doing a couple benches at 210. I at least want to get 225 for one. And then motherfuckers end up getting like 210 for 3 or something like that. And then they stop and be like, well, you know, at least I got 210 for 3. You didn't do 225, bro. You didn't do the goal. That's how I trained. That's how I train. I trained in like a freaking. I trained like a freak. You see my training. You see my training over the years, O'Neal.
Yeah.
You see my training over the years, so it's like it's a fight or flight response, bro. And there's a lot of dudes that's nowadays, bro. They cannot even, bro. Goggins. He's at the point now. He's just like, yeah, I'm just trying to motivate this is for the people that know who they are. I don't even think his message is for them. It's for the public. Yeah. It's going to get out to the public, but really he's thinking like, bro, this is for the people who know who they are. I'm going to live through them as a legend. Because most of these people there, they know who David Goggins is, but they're not going to remember him. Yeah. You're going to remember him. I'm going to remember him.
Yeah. I really like David Goggins as well because he ain't afraid to call something. He ain't afraid to say the word like, yo, this is bitch made, or like, stop being a bitch. Like, we can't say that nowadays. We really can't,
because people get offended.
People get offended. People get in their feelings when you tell a guy to man up or grow some balls. People get in their emotions, bro. People get in their emotions. People get upset and it's and they get butthurt. So Karn went ahead and commented. Let me go ahead and read. It's always interesting how painful defeat is a necessary step for growth. It is,
bro.
But you have to be willing to go to that place. Like I remember a few days ago, I had said on my Instagram, I said, when in terms of building a good physique, you have to reach a destination that most people are afraid of. And I thought about that when I was doing leg presses the other day, and I was just doing them. I wasn't even doing a lot of weight, bro. I had 4 plates on each side. I was just going. I had 4 plates on each side. I was chilling. but I was going so deep and I was connecting to every muscle fiber in my legs.
She was
And I was
fire.
I would just fall. And you ever
Fire.
just follow that fire? You just following that fire. You're just like, bro, again.
Fire, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
And you just
It's
that fire.
it's
How
cool.
long can you hold it?
It's cool to squat heavy, like squat 405 or 375, and do 3 reps. But bro, you ever squatted 225 for like a solid 15 comfortable reps?
That shit.
Just 225. 225. Not even.
Shit
It's
ain't
not
no
even
joke.
3 plates. It's not 3 plates. It's 225. And you be like, I'm gonna do 3 sets of this 15. Just nice. I'm gonna hit. I'm a bottom out and I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna bottom out and I'm gonna come up. And the thing is, you're gonna want to hit every rep identical. Like
Yeah.
it's not like, all right, cool. I'm gonna try to crank out 10 and then
Yeah,
the last 5.
every rep is its
No.
own. Every rep is its own individual.
Bro, they're their own individual. They're like twins. They all have to look the same. They
Mhm.
all gotta look the same. It's like, bro, I feel it when I'm like, I hit this rep a little bit faster, or I didn't go as deep as I should have than the last rep. And I think of that and I create that. But bro, that burn, that's what David Goggins be going through, bro. When he be rucking, he be starting off fresh and then his feet hurting. And he's just like, bro, fuck my feet. Fuck them. That's how he is. He's just like, fuck my feet, bro. Fuck these knees. I don't give a fuck if they hurt. I don't give a fuck if they hurt.
Yeah.
I'm chasing to be the hardest motherfucker on this planet. Unkillable. He's like, I'm training to be unkillable.
Yeah.
So,
David Goggins is he's on another level, man. He's truly reached something that hold on. And Karn says, yeah, David Goggins enjoys being uncomfortable. Yeah, you have to. I mean, do you think he truly enjoys it? Do you think he has pleasure?
Bro,
You think it's pleasure to him, or do you think he's still suffering?
It's pleasure. He's insane.
Pleasure.
He's insane.
I think it's pleasure. It's pleasure to go there.
People
but it has to still be painful.
People that do a specific thing repetitively makes you crazy. He's crazy for it. It's like a drug. It's like a drug, bro. It's like a drug. It's like, bro, exercise to me is like a drug. It's like, yo, it's something I gotta do at least one time a day. I gotta sweat one time a day. I gotta do it one time a day. Or some people it's like, yo, I gotta invest my money. I gotta look at the stock market one time a day. So those people that are into crypto, I gotta look at the crypto one time a day. I gotta stare at one time a day.
Speaking of crypto, but yeah, go ahead.
So David Goggins is on a whole nother different level, and honestly, the first step to be like him is to realize you ain't never gonna be like him. That's what I personally believe. The first step to be he wants at the end of the day, he wants you to understand the message and be your own individual person.
Yeah.
He's like,
so Karn says, nah, I think he hates it, but it's also a signal that he's doing something right for him. Yeah, I mean, he could possibly hate it, but at the end of the day, even if he hates it, he's gonna do it. Like that's what he's override. I think if you were to open David Goggins' brain, there would be like a circuit that's been broken, like a circuit that's like all janked up, and it's like not even, it's like barely running, and it's like, okay, that's the reason why David Goggins is the way he is, because this circuit's not complete. You know what I'm saying? Because something in his brain just stopped, like it just the governor. So like cars have governors, so that when you press on the throttle, it doesn't, like the governor in his brain just broke, and he's just like,
bro, he's not, bro. This man, I could see how Kern is saying that he hates it, because it's like, bro, he's not even in the Navy SEALs and he's still doing this shit. But he made sure he monetized off of it by coming out with a book. And he comes out with a book. He does show appearings. He does.
Honestly, I think he doesn't even really. Honestly, I think like it was probably his wife or somebody else that told him like, "Hey, bro, you need to capitalize on this." Because honestly, I think in his mind, he's like, man, fuck all that shit. Like, I'm not doing all that this TikTok, Instagram shit.
Until he seen that check.
Yeah, until you see that check.
Bro,
that check.
all men be like that until they see that check. Until he's like, yo, I'm gonna drop a book. I'm gonna drop a book. I don't think you're gonna do much. And then he's
He
like,
got 2 books now.
and he's like, all right, cool. When you drop your first book, we gonna record you going on the internet doing some crazy jumping in ice and we're gonna just record you doing. He came popular online, and the thing is, he came popular for his crazy and absurdness. His message, it's hard to, it's his message was second. His message was second, because when people look at David Goggins, you're thinking in your head like, yo, this man's insane. I ain't thinking about that. He's telling me to get off my ass and freaking thing. But over a time, as I'm watching his videos and still thinking how crazy this man, the words start resonating with me. The words start resonating.
Yeah, when I first seen him, I thought this was
you thought he was
crazy.
insane. You thought he was insane. And then after that, you stop and be like, yo, what drives this man? It's only the few people that be like, what drives this man to do this crazy thing? And you're like, you know what he's doing is not crazy. You start coming to your own terms that what he's doing is not crazy. David Goggins is just man. I don't know what he is. He's
found something that most people would never could ever even fathom, and he's the true embodiment of the warrior spirit. And anybody who's watching this, Karn, appreciate you. Thank you for joining the stream. Anybody else who's watching this, man, you have to be able to take something away from Goggins, man. Like, I can't imagine somebody not being able to take something away from him. And if you can't, it's like, honestly, bro, you are bitch made. Like for real. Like anybody who's out here that's thinking like, oh man, like Goggins, you listen to Goggins, like, oh my gosh, like Goggins, like, bro, like seriously. Like seriously, you well, like, what do? You probably like that dude. The dude that anybody that's complained about Goggins probably goes home and eats Twinkies or has some kind of like bullshit excuse.
Of course, because
why they don't do what they're supposed to do.
Because only bitch-made people would complain about a man being who he is.
Yeah,
only bitch-made people would do that. It's like, if you got a problem with his message or something like that, you may not be tuned into. I'm not tuned in with everything with Goggins.
You might not be tuned in.
I ain't read his books. I ain't sit down and watch.
But I mean, like the fact that you see him, and you acknowledge. Like, every man has to be like, damn. Okay. Like, you have, like, there's no way you're looking at Goggins.
But we're living in a time not every man's like that.
Yeah, not every man is like that, but I mean,
I think most men ain't even like that.
It's what I think it's a way that we have to start pushing towards. Like, obviously, don't run until your legs break, but
I say you should run until your legs break.
Do what you're supposed to do
until it breaks. Until it breaks, until you break, until you keep doing it, keep the gas on. Yeah. If you're gonna invest, gas on. If you're gonna exercise, gas on. Keep going until it breaks. That's what Goggins. That's the message behind Goggins. He's not telling you that you have to, ruck 1,200 miles or swim in frigid waters to be great. He's not saying that. He's just basically saying, whatever you're doing, just be great in it and go balls deep.
Yeah.
Go balls deep, like go balls to the walls for it.
Stay hard.
He's saying stay hard.
But
pause.
Every time he says that, bro, it's like big pause. But anyways, that was the end of the stream. Like, we're kind of getting on that time right now. Appreciate everybody for coming into the stream. Thank you, Karn, for participating in the stream. Thank you, Karn, for participating in the stream. I think the stream's been a good one. David Goggins is one of the favorite characters that I look up to in today's world. Is he's, especially the fact that he's alive. I think it's just miraculous that I can live and actually see this guy live his life. So, but yeah, today's episode was about, the warrior spirit, embodying the warrior spirit. what can you do to embody? You got something to say?
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
What would you do if you were working out with David Goggins and you were rocking with him? Would you rock with him?
Low key, bro. I thought about that shit, bro.
Okay,
I thought about it.
Okay. So say if you do rock with him, right? And you're rocking with him and you're falling back and he's like, yo, you're bitch made.
I'm gonna keep going.
He's like, you're bitch made.
I'm gonna keep going.
You're bitch made. And you keep going and you get to the
keep
end.
going.
You keep going and you get to the end and he's like, yeah, I'm glad that you made it, but to me, you're a bitch.
I'm gonna say fuck you, Goggins. I'm gonna say fuck you, Goggins. Straight up, I'm gonna say fuck you, Goggins. Roger that. In fact, honestly, bro,
because the thing is, you gotta expect that mentality with those people too.
Yeah, bro. No, I mean,
like,
but you got to think that's the only mentality that's respected in that circle. I got to look him dead in the eyes and be like, "Fuck you, Goggins. I finished." Straight up. You can't call me a quitter.
Yeah.
You can't call me a quitter. I don't give a fuck what you tell you. I don't give a fuck what you call me. You can't say I didn't do your fucking ruck.
He's like, yeah, you did it, but you know what I mean? To me, compared to me, you bitch, man.
But like,
I need for you to work harder.
I actually thought about because I know he hosts his own marathons.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually thought about it, and I was like, bro, like I imagine like me being in one of his marathons, and like we go ahead and we start, the whistle blows, and I'm just like not all the way in the back, but like enough to where like he can hear me, and I'm like, Goggins, you one crazy son of a bitch, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
bro, you don't want to hear nothing from nobody, bro. Them type of people, their mentality is like, yo, fuck everybody. That's good that you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's his mentality, and you gotta love it. It's just like, bro, I'm just trying to do this rock. I'm gonna go home and chill out, cool out with my wife and my friends. Probably, I guess I need. That's it. Yeah. This is it. Whatnot. But Goggins don't.
You got like that. That is it's an important lesson, man. Like I really want guys to start seeing it, and that's why I wanted to start the training boot camp that I wanted to do.
Bro,
I wanted to start to try and instill some warrior spirit in some of these guys, because I've been there. You know, I've done it in wrestling, I've done it in school, I've done it in bodybuilding, and I've done it in the Navy. And like we've been there, and we know how useful it is. We know what it does to men and how men can benefit from it. And I just want to be able to teach other men that. But the thing about it is, they're paying to do this, and it's like the most people aren't going to pay to do this. They have to do it against their will,
bro. The thing is, I don't know. We live in a time now, once people start paying, I guess they realize they got to do it.
Yeah.
Or we live.
Not even also, that, bro.
Or we also live in a time where people they pay and they still won't do it.
Bro, you know how much people. You know how much people pay hundreds of dollars in personal training at the gym I go to and don't show up to their sessions?
Bro,
I'm trying to call them. I gotta call them on the phone and like call them like I'm a teacher, and be like, hey, you know, we missed this session. Everything all right? And like there's no word in sight. People just let their bank account just get charged. 140, 240, 360.
Me, I'm just, hey, if I was in your position, I'm calling, hey, you had a session today. All right, okay, you're not showing up. All right, maybe next time. That's it. I ain't trying to convince you to come in.
I don't convince you to do nothing.
I ain't trying to convince you anything, because yo, this, bro. Not everybody could be exercising, bro. Yeah. Not everybody could be a warrior. Like that's the reason why. That's what keeps us exclusive.
Yeah.
That's what keeps us exclusive, because not everybody could be like me and be like, yo, I gotta get up and go exercise today. Not everybody can. And it's just like it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, but
honestly, bro, like if things don't play out the way I want to while I'm here, I'm about to go to this monk. I'm about to go to this monastery, bro, and go monk mode for a year in a legit temple, bro.
But what if you show up? What if you show up looking like freaking Ryu with the freaking pouch and stuff like for Street Fighter, and you show up and there's other people, because think about it, when you go into a monk monastery, bro, it's not like you fly into the international airport and you got to take like some sort of taxi out there or something.
I had to take a taxi, train,
and you might there's
all the way out to the mountain.
There might be some points where it's like, all right, cool, this is as far as I'm going. You're gonna have to take this horse and carriage. You're gonna have to ask somebody to take a horse and carriage and walk. And what if you walk and you get there and they look at you and they're like, I don't accept you.
I have to sit outside. I have to sit outside their temple until they accept me, bro.
Where the hell you learn that from? These movies?
That's what you do.
You learned that.
If they won't,
you learned that.
I think I've seen it in Samurai Jack or something, bro.
Bro, man, I just been like, bro, fuck y'all, man. I'm going to Shanghai. I'm going to Shanghai.
I'm going to Guangzhou.
I'm gonna go to Guangzhou or some shit like that. I'm going to Hong Kong, bro. Fuck y'all, man. I don't want to become no monk. Or I would be. Or the thing is, the issue is, if I personally would go on this journey and become a monk, bro. Mm-hmm. After when I'm done with the academy, I would be a dark monk, bro.
You would have to kill your master.
I don't.
That's the only way to become a dark monk. You have to challenge your master for the school. You have to come back. You have to leave, disobey your master's orders, leave, go on a crazy side story where you do all this crazy and heinous stuff. But at the same time, you end up finding a little kid or something, and you raise that little kid, and it's like that little bit of goodness in you, but you still got that demon in you. So you go back to your master's dojo and you challenge him for his dojo.
And kill him.
The only way to become a dark man and kill him.
And then my buddy,
the guy that you grew up with in the temple, he fights you.
He fights me, bro. In a dark monk, in the sense that I would be using because at that point when you're a monk, you're basically you're superhuman. Monks are superhuman.
Yeah.
Monks are superhuman and whatnot. I mean, I don't know. Monks are superhuman, so you can be. I'll be a dark monk, bro. I'll be like some people's security. I would be like one of the hard henchmen if I would use a video game term. It'd be like there's the henchman, but there's always that one henchman like he hard. You gotta really watch out for him. You gotta really watch out for him. You know what I mean? Before you get to the final boss, I'd be him. I'd be him.
So before we close out,
that was just a random.
So he says, yeah, he probably smile, shake your hand, because at that point you get it. He's talking about what we were talking about. Get gone. She said he probably say, "How's it feel to kill that bitch in you?" And says people pay for regular gym memberships and never show up. That happens all the time. In fact, that's how most gyms get their revenue from people that don't show up. Literally, asking is bare minimal work. Payment is the level of work. Even that doesn't get their journey's first step. True.
Mm-hmm.
True. If they pay and don't follow up, then they enjoy the idea more than the jury. That's 100% true. A lot of people They just enjoy saying that they have a trainer and that's it. And that's it. So
bro, some people enjoy that, bro. Like nowadays, bro, I think a lot of these women just enjoy. I think a lot of these like women enjoy. They just be saying, I enjoy just being with a black guy.
True. We got young villain checking in. Young villain checking in a little bit at the end. Appreciate you for coming by. Says Yasuke, love the consistency on YouTube and IG, inspiring. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate it, man. Young Villain's he's my very first viewer.
Hey,
He was on episode one of one, gym check-ins. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping in, man. Saying what's up, showing much love. There's gonna be more episodes going on in the future. We're gonna delve into a lot of deeper topics. Go ahead and catch the replay if you haven't seen. I don't know if you've been in this the whole time, but if you haven't, go ahead and check the replay on this. We did discuss some pretty cool things. But yeah, let's go ahead and sign out. We're a little bit over time right now. It's all good though. But it's always a blessing to sit on and talk to my brother. But anyways, like the video. Anybody who's watching, like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, help a brother out on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Yasuke Fitness. And if you're looking for online coaching, you're looking to trim that fat, you're looking to build up some muscle, you're looking for some accountability, some discipline, somebody's going to kick you in your ass and put you and tell you what to do and when to do it. go ahead and go to hiddenmusclefit.com or go ahead and DM me on Instagram. You got anything you want to plug? Hakeem?
Yeah, you can find me on Derek. You can find me on Derek the Divine on Instagram, spelled exactly just how you see on the StreamYard. You want to put up those names? Pull up those names real quick.
What?
Pull up the names. My name.
Oh
Yeah. You can find me right here, Derek the Divine on Instagram. You go on Hidden Muscle Fitness, schedule me as a trainer. And bro, honestly, bro, if you ain't serious, don't be scheduling me as a trainer. Don't be wasting my time, bro. I'm being for real.
Don't waste that time, man.
Because if you just want to just give me money, I'll throw it next time on stream. I'll just throw in my Cash App. If you just want to just give me money, I'll throw in my Cash App and just be able to do it on it. But don't pay for a service from me and then don't do it. You know what I mean? Because remember, at the end of the day, you're going to be a product of my service. So I need for you to get that right. And it was a great stream. It's always good to be on the show. And thanks so much.
All right, guys. Y'all take it easy, Khan, Young Villain. We out of here. Peace.